Hello, baseball fans. Welcome back to the Buster Ball podcast. My name's Billy B, and let's talk about the Giants and Diamondbacks. I hoped to get this out earlier, but it didn't happen. Anyway, this is like an overview of the series. I know we're 2 games into it with 1 game left today, but we'll kind of talk about what we thought about and what has actually occurred. So, the Giants starting the series were 20-27, and Arizona was 22-23. So similar records, a little bit of advantage to Arizona. And but I guess really neither of the teams have really clicked yet. But we'll talk about some metrics and see what is going on. So Arizona has been a better offensively club by almost every advanced metric. Their team production. They have 198 runs scored, a 306 on base percentage, a 393 slugging percentage, and 40 home runs. Compared to the Giants, 165 runs, 292 on base percentage, 376 slugging percentage, and 37 home runs. So in every category, they're less. So that gives Arizona, if you go to the advanced metrics, of course, another advantage. Their weighted on base average is a 318, which is a little bit above average. Their isolation metric, which is just power hits, is 154, which is slightly above the league average, and their runs created is slightly above average, which makes them a better team. And their the metrics I like the most, the barrel percentage and hard hit percentage, they are better at that. They have better percentages at that, so they're better at contact hitting team. So one of the things the Giants had to look out for, still have to look out for, is Corbin Carroll. He changes games. Nolan Arenado punishes mistakes, and when Arizona gets traffic, they're pretty aggressive on the bases, and we've definitely seen that. We've seen all of that so far. The Giants' offense has been one of the most disappointing units in Major League Baseball. That's not a thing that nobody knows. The surface stats they're below average on base percentage. They have limited slugging consistency and very poor situational hitting. I think at one point they were 0 for 16 with runners in position at one point. Their advanced sabermetric profile, their weighted on-base average is way below league average. Their ISO metric is super inconsistent with power hitting, of course. And their runs created is 10% below league average, which is super, super bad. And one of the best metrics, their run value, is super weak overall. So the weird thing, I guess, is the Giants really don't strike out that much. That it means they kind of are putting balls in play, but they're just bad contact. Mediocre barrel, inconsistent launch angles, too much weak pull contact, which is really interesting. And not enough extra base is really the deal. Now, they say the analytics here say that the Arizona owns a major defensive edge, and we haven't really seen that in this series. So they say that the stats read that their run value grades are better than average, and their base running is disruptive. They steal bases and first to third and stuff like that, forcing rush throws, which is kind of true. We have seen that, but Cusac's been pretty good behind the plate. But that's true. Their base running is way better. The Giants defensively, they have talent individually, but collectively they're kind of mediocre, really. But they're fairly good this game. But they've got so many hurt people. We got weird people playing in places. It's really strange. But they grade negatively. They grade negatively overall to Arizona. So one of the weak parts is that their base running lacks any impact. They don't manufacture enough offense when the bats go cold. This is just, no speed. Now, here's where the Giants, can fight back in their pitching, we thought. Their staff metrics were better than Arizona's, a 3.97 ERA. That obviously got blown out of the water. Higher, strikeout volume, whiff volume, more swing and miss. That just tells us that the Giants pitching, missed the mark here big time. So their ERA, Diamondbacks ERA, is higher than the Giants. It's 4.39, and the Giants was 3.97. You would think that this, it would be scoring would be much different. The first game, Robbie Ray, Zach Gallen was awful. Robbie Ray got just, beat up. This was supposed to be the best pitching match of the series. It was, horrible for the Giants. And one of the things that the stats came out was that his Gallen's FIP, fielding independent pitching metric, was in a positive regression, and it looked like he might, be trouble, and he was. So those metrics, those predictive metrics, were pretty consistent. They were pretty right, which is good. Game 2 last night was a nasty one to lose. Landon Rout pitched great. The Diamondbacks in the 7th and 8th inning loaded the bases, and the Giants were able to pull double plays without them scoring a run. The double plays were phenomenal. Rafi Devers, you couldn't get a ball by him. One of the really tall relief pitchers covered first base and made a great stretch to get the runner before he got there. It was just fabulous 7th and 8th inning, and then the 9th inning was just horrible. They loaded the bases or something, or had 2 guys on, and they hit a walk-off homer and beat us. That was rough. Chapman, he's got some issues, man. I don't know what's going on with him. He needs to fix them. And so Game 3 prediction is has the Arizona having the edge, because Molly's on the mound. He's got like a 5.59 ERA. They hit him hard. They barrel the ball against him, which means it's bad news in Arizona. And Merrill's been really good for the Diamondbacks, so it's going to be a rough one. Anyway, it kind of comes down to, Arizona got better offense, they have better athleticism, better base running, and better defensive metrics. So a sweep would not be out of the realm here. So the final snapshot on advanced metrics. On base average, Arizona's got the edge. Isolated hits, Arizona's got the edge. Runs created, Arizona. Barrel percentage, Arizona. Hard hit, Arizona. Fielding, run value, Arizona. Base running value, Arizona. Hey, the Giants have a fielding independent pitching metric, which is higher. They have a whiff percentage, which is better. They have a strikeout ability, which is better, meaning their pitches can be nasty. And the rotations should be more stable. Not so much. So that's it for today's Buster Ball podcast. Thanks a lot for listening. Sorry for the late publishing, but those things happen. And always remember that ERA tells you what happened, and FIP tells you what's coming. Thanks. Have a good day, and let's hope Giants get the last one. Go Giants.